Hello and good evening, everyone. So welcome to another live session on NEET 2. So I think as of now, all of you must have known that the after like lots of uncertainties, the much awaited NEET MDS 2025 examination dates are out. Okay, the examination will be conducted on 19th April 2025, which is a Saturday. And the online submission of the application forms has also started by like yesterday, like the 18th February 2025. The online submission of the application forms has also started, and some of you might have already finished the application process by now, and some of you might be in the middle of the application process, or some of you are like yet to apply for the exam. That's completely okay, because you have time till 10th March. Okay, you have time till 10th March to complete and to submit the application. Okay, so another 3 weeks are there, nearly 3 weeks are there. So please take your own time and complete it in a very calm manner. Okay, because don't hurry and make mistakes. Okay, because there are some sections in the application form that once you make mistake, you cannot edit it or you cannot modify it. Okay, I will tell you what those sections are. Okay, so today in this live session, we'll be mainly discussing like all about the NEET MDS 2025 examinations. Okay, like what are the important dates that you should mark on your calendar, and like what is the exam format, what are the exam timings, like what is the application process, how to fill the application, and what are the like subsections given in the applications, and like before like prior to submitting the application, or prior like before starting the application process, what all things you should have in hand. Okay, what all things that you should have in hand before you start the application process. Okay, I have made a checklist of that, so that if you get this checklist and you have these things in hand, it will be very easy for you while submitting the application, and you will be able to complete the application process within just like 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, it will be very useful for you. Then we will discuss about the syllabus, subject weightage, like that, A to Z about the NEET MDS 2025 examination and its application process and everything. Okay. So before beginning going to the live session, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Nivedita Tampan, and I'm the co-academic director of NEET. Okay. So let's see. Now, if you are someone who wishes to like specialize in the field of dentistry, or if you like to like go for like MDS degree, and you try to get admission under the all India quota seats or in the state quota seats, or for admission in the private dental colleges for the MDS degree, or for admission in the armed forces medical services institution, you have to clear the NEET MDS examination. Okay, then only you will be eligible for your MDS degree in all these mentioned colleges. Okay, so in addition to that, if you are someone who is aspiring to become an Army Dental Officer and to join the Army Dental Corps under the Short Service Commission, then you must also clear this NEET MDS examination. From this NEET MDS rank list only, the list of candidates will be prepared for the interview for the Army Dental Corps. Okay, so if you are someone who is aspiring to become an Army Dental Officer, then you must also clear this NEET MDS examination. Okay, so the important dates, okay, the important dates that is very that you must mark in your calendar with red ink. Okay, definitely red ink is these dates. Okay, so the information bulletin was available by the 17th February 3 p.m. onwards, and the online submission, as I had already mentioned, it had started yesterday, like the 18th February. It had already started from 3 p.m. onwards, and you have time till 10th March. Okay, nearly 3 weeks are there for submission process. So please take your own time and no hurries. Do it at your own pace and don't make mistakes while filling out the application. Okay, that's the main thing. You have time till 10th March. Okay, till like 11:55 p.m. You have time to complete and submit the application form. So no hurries. And the date of examination, as I had already mentioned, it is on 19th April 2025, and the results will be usually declared by around 19th May. Okay, so after the submission of the application form, you have an edit window. Two edit windows are there. One edit window is from like 14th to 17th March. 4 days are there for you to edit any information that you had like entered wrongly. Okay, so all those information you can edit in that window. And if there is any problem with your photograph or with your signature or with your thumbprint upload, then you can edit those things by around like 27th to 31st March. Okay, you have 5 days for editing all those image related things. Okay, and once after this, you will get the admit card by around 15th April. Okay, by around 15th April, like around 4 days before the exam, you will get the admit card also. Okay, so now one major change that is there in this NEET MDS 2024 examination is the timings. Okay, exam timings. Okay, if you look at the previous NEET MDS examinations, almost all the exams are conducted in the morning time. Okay, around like 9 to 12 o'clock. But here in this 2025 examination, the exams will be conducted in the afternoon hours. Okay, especially from like 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. That is the time of the NEET MDS 2025 examination. Okay, you can start entering the exam hall by around 12 p.m. and you can log in to your computer system by around 1:45 p.m. Okay, so this is a major change because 2 p.m. to from now nearly like around 58 to 55 days are remaining for your NEET MDS examinations. So what you should do now is that please make sure that you are very active. Okay, active and fresh in these timings. Okay, from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. make sure that you are very active, your mind and body. Okay, both should be active during this time period. Okay, that is very important because then only at the during the examination time also your mind will be very fresh and active. Okay, so try to be active in the following days. Try to be active, mainly active during this time, 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. Okay, and another we can't call it a change, but we were expecting like time bound sections for this NEET MDS 2025 examination also, just like the last year NEET medical PG and the INICT exams. But luckily there is no time bound sections for this NEET exam, so that's actually a relief. So the total number of questions that will be there for the NEET MDS 2025 examination is 240 questions, and you will be provided 4 options. Now, out of these 4 options, you have to choose the one which is like the best answer or the most appropriate answer must be chosen. Okay, and the time allotted is like 3 hours. That is like 180 minutes you have for completing the 240 questions. So 240 questions must be completed in 180 minutes. Okay, so the average time that you are getting for one question is just like 30 to 45 seconds only. Okay, maximum 45 seconds only you are getting for completing one question. So in this 45 seconds, you should read the question, understand the question, read the options, understand the options, and choose the right answer and delete all the wrong answers, and you should click on the right answer also. Okay, so all this should be done within 45 seconds. So time management is an important factor in NEET MDS examinations. So please make sure that you are practicing MCQs daily. Okay, please practice MCQs daily. Okay, so that you will get a hang of the time management and you will get to know like the how the MCQs can be asked. Okay, so for all those things, please do MCQs regularly, daily, better. Okay, and if while doing the examination, if you are doubtful about a question, then you can mark it for review. But if you mark it for review and at the end of the examination, if you don't have time to come back to that question that you had marked for review, and you felt like the answer was wrong for that reviewed question, then you cannot do anything about it. It will be included under the marking scheme. Okay, so the questions that are marked for review will be included under the marking scheme. Okay, so please make sure that uh, either if you are marking a question for review, please make sure that you have time at the end to come back to these questions that are marked for review. Now, the marking scheme is like very much similar to the previous years. Every correct response will have like 4 marks, and every incorrect response will result in 1 mark. Okay, negative markings are there. You will get -1 mark for all the incorrect responses. And this negative marking is like really, really important because the tie breaking system is mainly based upon these negative marks only. Okay, so if you and your friend are writing the NEET exam, and if both of you get the same marks, the rank will be decided based upon the negative marks only. Okay, so the person who got less negative mark will be put in a higher rank. Okay, so try to keep the negative marks as low as possible. Okay, answer the question only if you are 200% sure about it, not just 100%. Answer the question only if you are 200% sure about it. Okay, don't accumulate too much of negative marks in your exams. That's very important. If you don't attempt a question, then you are not losing anything, just 0 marks. That's it. Okay, so that's very important. Now, who all are eligible for attempting this NEET MDS exam? If you have a BDS degree from a recognized dental college in India, and if you have also completed the internship period, then you can definitely apply for this examination. If you are an intern, you can also apply for this examination if your internship is getting completed on or before 31st March 2025. Okay, your internship must have like been completed before, on or before 31st March 2025. Okay, that's very important. Now, before you go into the application process, or before you start filling the application form, there are certain things that you should have in hand. Okay, so that will make the application process easier, and you can complete it very easily also. Okay, so these are the mainly the I'll tell you what are things that you will need in your hand. So first thing is the ID cards. Okay, Aadhaar, voter ID card, PAN card, driving license, passport, whichever ID card you have, you can take it. And if you don't have it, no issues. They were asking in the identification details, like which all ID cards you have. So if you have the ID card, you can stick on the option yes and share the details. If you don't have it, you can tick on the no option also. No issues in that. So which all ID cards you have? Mainly the voter ID, PAN card, driving license, passport, and Aadhaar card. Okay, you can take it with you. Okay. The next is the BDS qualification details. Okay, you should have an idea about the year and date of passing. Okay, year and date of passing of the final year exam. That is the 4th year exam. Okay, that is what they were asking in this year and date of passing. Okay, year and date of passing of the 4th year exam. Okay, internship details they were asking in a separate column. Okay, so the year and date of passing, you have to enter the year and date of passing of the final year or the 4th year exam. And the internship dates, the starting date and the ending date, that also you should enter. You should write down in a paper with you. And dental council registration details. Okay, the dental council number and under which a state dental council you are registered. Okay, that's also like required, but not mandatory. Okay, if you have, you can take it, but it's not mandatory. Okay, then the percentage of marks obtained in the BDS years. Okay, so first year, how much percentage of marks you got? Not the total marks. They were asking about the percentage of marks obtained. How much percentage of marks you got in first year? How much percentage of marks you got in second year, third year, and fourth year? So got like 65.5 percentage. You can input those in those columns. Okay. And then after that, aggregate percentage also. That is all the 4 years combined, how much percentage you have. Okay, that is the aggregate percentage. So they were also asking about this aggregate percentage. And if this is your first attempt of your NEET MDS exam, that's okay. But if it is your second or third attempt, then they are like asking about the roll number of your previous NEET MDS exams. Okay. So try to find the roll number of your previous attempted NEET MDS exam and input that also. And next is the test city. Okay, so this test city is one parameter or like one thing that we cannot change once entered. Okay, we cannot change it. Okay, so this test city and all, you should enter it with utmost caution. You should know the examination centers. Okay, these are the list of the examination centers that are given in the information bulletin. You have around like 38 to 40 centers all over India. Okay, so choose an examination center that is like very close to your hometown. Okay, that will be the first preference. And if you don't get that, then the next city that is close to your hometown. Okay, choose that. You should have a look at these examination centers and like decide in prior before submitting the application itself. Decide in prior. Okay, I will choose this city. Okay, you should have that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind also. Then there are documents to be uploaded. You have to upload the photograph. Okay, there are two types of photographs that needs to be uploaded. One is a recent passport size photograph, digital copy, and another one is a real-time photo. Okay, so real-time photograph means while like filling out the application form itself, there will be a capture button that will be there, and you have to like they'll be capturing the photo real time itself. Okay, so please make sure that you are using a computer system with inbuilt camera or have a webcam in it. Okay, so please make sure that you are using a computer system with inbuilt camera. Okay, please do not use mobile phones for filling out the application forms. Okay, that's also specifically given. Please do not use mobile phones for filling out the application form. So next is the digital size photograph. All the specifications I'll be telling now. And the signature. Your signature is needed and your thumbprint also. I will tell the specifications of this signature, thumbprint, and photograph in the coming slides, because these three things, the photograph, signature, and thumbprint, okay, these are the areas where most of the editing, modification, and the rejections happen. Okay, so I will tell you in detail about this. And then additional documents also you need to upload. That is, if you have like a category certificate, OBC or the SEST or the EWS or the PWD category certificates are there, then you can upload those documents also. Then online payment method, whether debit card, credit card, or the UPI method, whatever is this, you have to keep in hand before prior for the application process. And if at the last, if you are in a formal attire, it will be good, because a real-time photograph will be taken, and these photographs, both the real-time photograph and the photo that you upload in the digital photograph that you upload, the passport size photograph that you upload, will be there in your admit cards. So if you can wear and formal attire, well and good, no issues. Okay, so these are the examination centers. And coming to photograph specifications, this is very important, photograph specifications, because photograph, thumbprint, and signature. Okay, these are the three areas where lots of editing and modifications and rejections can happen. So please make sure that you upload these things carefully. Okay, so as I had already mentioned, 2 photographs will be taken. one needs to be uploaded. One is a real-time photograph. Real-time photograph, for that, you should have an inbuilt camera in your computer system or a webcam. And if it's a formal attire, well and good. Always sit in a white background. Okay, sit in front of a white background, and it should not include other objects or additional people like that. And at the end only, there will be like documents uploaded section only. These photographs are also uploaded. So there'll be a capture button. So make sure that like 70 to 80% of the camera is covering your face only, and then capture your real-time photo. Next is your digital copy of your passport size photograph. Okay. One main thing is that the passport size photograph must be less than 3 months old. Okay. It should be taken within the last 3 months. Okay. It should not be taken like in a previous, before 5 years like that. No, should be taken within the last 3 months. That's very, very important. Okay, if there is like any mismatch between the photo that you uploaded and between the real-time photograph, then they can reject your application. Okay, so that's why they are asking you to take a photograph which is like less than 3 months old. Again, in a formal attire, white background is preferred. And if you have the hard copy of the photograph, then you can scan it and make it digitalized. And the size should be like somewhere between 50 KB and to 80 KB only. Okay, should not be more than 80 KB. Okay, that's very specific. And it should be in the JPG format. That's all you have to these things. And the size specifications. It should be 45 by 35 mm. Okay, these are the size specifications. You should also have this in mind before taking the photograph itself. Next is the signature specifications. For signature, what you can do is take a blank white paper and draw a rectangle, mainly by like 1.5 by 3.5 dimension you can use for the rectangle, and sign inside this box. Okay, sign inside this box. You can use blue or black ink, no issues. Then scan the signature and make it a digital copy. And the size of the image should be like the photograph. Again, the size should be less than 80 KB. For thumbprint, okay, thumbprint is also very specifications are there. Again, take a white paper, draw a rectangle, 1.5 by 3.5 dimensions, white background, blue or black color. Any color in pad must be used. There's no specification in this. First, clean your hands and dry it, and then put the left thumb impression. Okay, left thumb impression must be put, and take a like a photograph of it, make a digital copy and save it in a JPG format. And the size must be again less than 80 KB. Okay, remember this. And the thumbprint should be something like this. Okay, it should not be like smudged or very unclear or like very understained like that. It should not be there. Okay, thumbprint should be clear. Okay. Now, these are the things that you should have in hand before like filling out your application forms. Now, if you have all these things in your hand, then you can proceed for the online submission of your application. So the official website link is this. Please do not click on any other links and go to other sites. This is the official website link. Please note that. And if you go to that link, you will be able to see a homepage like this. Under this, there will be examinations tab will be there. Please click on the examination tab. Under the examination tab, there will be like entrance examination, NEET MDS examination will be there. You all must have gone to this page already. Choose the 2025 section, and in the 2025 section, an application link will be there. A green color application will be there. Link will be there. Before going into the application link, I will definitely suggest you to read this information bulletin first. Okay, read this information bulletin thoroughly. Okay, before going into this application link. Okay, read the information bulletin thoroughly and then go to this application link. So when you go to that application link, the NEET MDS 2025 session will be there. Like you will have like many categories. There will be important information given, like you should read the information bulletin, and you should not fill out this form in a mobile form. And first you have to register after registration, you will get a user ID and password that will be sent to your mobile number and your email ID. And using that user ID and password only, you need to log in to your profile and complete your application process. Okay, so all the details will be given there. And some sections like the name, nationality, mobile number, and email ID and test city cannot be changed. Okay, that's very specific. Name, nationality, mobile number, email ID, and the test city cannot be changed. Okay, once entered, they cannot be changed or they cannot be modified. Okay, so please make sure that you are entering these details with utmost caution, because do it like very carefully, because once you make some mistakes here, you cannot do anything about it. Okay. And then there are like help desk numbers, key dates, the what I had already put there in the first slide. Key dates were there and general links are also there. So under the general links, there is a tab like to register, like that link will be there and a link will be here. So click here and go to the registration process. So there will be, before the registration form, there will be like 2 to 3 dialog boxes will be coming. So first, they will ask you to confirm that the applicant is submitting the application, or if it is not the applicant, they will ask you to confirm that. And then instructions will be given. Okay, after this, there will be instructions given, like the web browser that you should use, like the Google Chrome or the Mozilla Firefox, which version you can use for like the uploading the images and all. Their instructions will be given. And you are also asked to clear the browsing history also. And please don't use mobiles for filling out the application form. And the registration process. After the registration process only, the user ID and password will be given to you, and then log into your profile like that. All the instructions will be given that. Okay. Then after this instruction, there will be a privacy notice dialog box will also be there, in which there was stating like the information that we had entered will be used by the national board for the uh, exam purposes. Okay, so like that, a privacy notice will also be there, and at the end there will be an I agree box will be there. And once this is finished, all these are finished, then we can go to the registration form. Okay, in the registration form, mainly personal details are asked. Okay, the candidate name, date of birth, gender, nationality, mobile number, and the email ID. Okay, these are the personal details that is asked. These details, if you look at it, you know that these details cannot be changed. Okay, they cannot be changed in the or modified in the further processes. So please make sure that you are entering these details with utmost caution. Okay, so please enter these details very, very carefully. And after entering these details, there will be a tab like generate OTP will be there. So please make sure that the mobile number and the email ID that you had entered in this for this application are in working condition. Okay, because if it is in working condition only, there will be an OTP will be sent to your mobile ID and your email ID. Separate OTPs will be sent for verifying the mobile number and the email ID. So after clicking this generate OTP, then a declaration will also be there that all the information that you had entered are correct, like that. And you can choose the I agree option underneath the declaration form, and there will be a preview option and a re-verify option. Okay, always look for the preview. Okay, under the preview, read it once again. Okay, look for any mistakes. Okay, even if you just like taking a little bit of time, no issues, read it once again and look whether you had entered all the details correctly. Okay, so after the preview, then you can go for re-verify. Under the re-verify, again, they'll be like showing you all the details. Okay, they'll be showing you all the details like your name, date of birth, and all the details will be shared again. And if the details are correct, then there will be like check boxes on the right side. You can tick on those check boxes. Okay, once you tick on those check boxes, you can click the submit button and you are successfully registered. Okay, so once you are successfully registered, a user ID and password will be sent to your email ID and mobile number. Okay, just this user ID and password is very important for all the future communications and for completing the application process, everything, this user ID and password is very important. So make sure that you note this user ID and password somewhere. Okay. And once you get this user ID and password, there is a link like go to my application, or you can again log in. Okay. While logging in, there is another option called you can change the password if you want. Okay, because this is a system generated password. If you want, you can change the password also. Then go to login and then complete your application process. So in the application process, that is mainly divided into 5 categories. Okay, so inside the application process, which is mainly divided into 5 categories. One section will contain your personal details. Second section will contain your communication details. Third section will contain your like qualification details. Fourth section, the test city. And in the fifth section, you will have the document and the payment methods and all. Okay. So these are the 5 sections. Once you enter all the details and go to the next section, the last section will automatically turn green in color like that. Okay, so in the personal details, again, all the personal details like the application ID will be already there. The candidate name, DOB, and gender that we had registered in the registration form itself, right? So that will be already there. And the nationality, father's name, mother's name, and all those things you have to fill again. From the father's name, the religion, category. If you have like SC/ST category or OBC category or something like that, then you have to choose in this category. And if you are a person with benchmark disability, you have to choose that also. And another thing is this willingness for PG in AFMS Institute. Okay, if you are like willing to join the armed forces institutes for PG, then you can click on the yes button here. Okay. Then if you are clicking on the S button, then the SSC category will also be appear there. Okay. So SSC category, there are like 5 categories that are given in the information bulletin itself. You can choose the one that is most appropriate for you and move on to the mobile number and the email address are already filled. Okay. Then under the personal details itself, you have to give the identification details also. Okay. So all the as I had already mentioned, the government approved ID cards, like the voter ID, if you have, you can take it. PAN card, if you have, you can give the details. Driving license, if you have, you can give the details along with its validity. Passport also, if you have, you can give the details along with its validity. Okay, so all the details of the ID cards should be given, and then the mark of identification. Okay, 2 marks of identification needs to be given, one in the face and one in the body. Okay, then click on the save and next button and go to the next page. So if you go to the next page, it will be mainly the communication details. Okay, all the correspondence address. Okay, where you are currently staying and where they can contact you. That will be included under the correspondence address and the permanent address. Okay, if both are same, then you can click on that also. So correspondence address and the permanent address must be given. Again, go to the next page by save and next button. And next comes the qualification details. Okay, in the qualification details, they will ask you about the country of completion of the BDS qualification, state, and the name of college, and the year and date of passing. Okay, so that's why I had already mentioned you should already have in hand your year and date of passing of the 4th year exam. Okay, 4th year BDS exam, the final year BDS exam. Okay, internship details are asked separately. Okay, so the internship start date and the internship end date are asked separately. Then the DCI registration details. Okay, DCI registration, if you had registered under the DCI, then you can give the registration details. It's not mandatory. Okay, it's not a mandatory field. And then the BDS examination results. Okay, as I had already told you, the percentage of marks. Okay, so please calculate the percentage marks in the first, second, third, and fourth year separately, and also the aggregate percentage prior to submitting this application form itself, so that it will be easy for you during the submission process. And they can ask you about any unfair means registered against you by NBMS, and they ask you about if this is the first time you are appearing for the NEET MDS exams. Okay, if it's your first time, no issues. If it is your second or third time, then you have to give the roll number of your previous attempted NEET exam. Okay, you have to give your roll number, and they can ask you about whether you are pursuing any PG course also. Okay, again, after completing all the qualification details, click on save and next and go to the next page. Next page has the test city. Okay, in the test city, this is very important because once you choose this test city, you cannot change it, you cannot modify it. Okay, so think about it before you submit, before you start the submission process itself. Think about it. Okay, so test state and city, which state you are choosing and which city you are choosing, and they had mentioned it in the website itself. Like usually the national board will try to give the city that is very close to your correspondence address. Okay, they will usually try to give it very close to the correspondence address, but in case of any issues like overcrowding or anything like that, the seat is not available, then they will put you in the nearest city. Okay, the next nearest city. Okay, that's like specifically mentioned. And the test city confirmation will be only after payment completion. Okay, only if you finish the payment completion only, then the test city confirmation will be there. Okay, so that is also specifically mentioned under the test city. Okay, once you choose the test city and state, you can again click on the save and next button and go to the next page where you have to upload the documents and the payment. Okay, so the photographs, like I had already mentioned, you have to upload the one photograph and a real-time photograph will be taken of, real-time photograph will also be taken. Then upload the signature, upload the left thumb impression, then payment. Okay, like there'll be extra charges also for the gateway charges. And once you finish all those things, there will be a declaration at the end stating that all the information that you have given are correct, like that. So once you give the declaration, again there will be a preview button and a submit button. Go for preview. Okay, go for preview. Check everything that you have entered. Okay, check everything that you have entered and cross check once again whether you have entered it correctly or whether there is any mistake, like that. Cross check once again, and then after confirmation that okay you had entered everything correctly, then only go to the submit button. Okay, after the submission, and you will get the application form with the transaction ID, and the payment status will be there as S, means successful. Okay, so the payment status will be successful, like that. And application form you will get. Download this application form and take a printout of this application form also. Okay, it will be very much useful in the future also. So download this application form and take a printout also. Now the examination fee for the general category and the OBC and the economically weaker section category is rupees 3,500, and for the SC, ST and the PWD category it is 2,500. Okay, so if in case of any payment related issues or in case of any submission related issues, you can contact them. They had given the help desk numbers. Please contact in these numbers. The helpline number, the helpline portal will also be there, and through the official website also you can contact them. They will usually respond. Okay, so now you have like less than 60 days remaining for your NEET MDS examination. So to help you in that, EDEN2 has come up with a TND program which has the test series, live discussion, the high yield question discussion, and mainly focusing on the image and case-based discussions. All will be there. Along with that, personalized mentorship and 24/7 doubt clearance session will also be there. So this is the entire schedule of our TND program. So our TND program will be extending till April 10th. Now, the last week of the examination, that is from April 11 till April 18, will be mainly focusing on grand test. Okay, like every Sunday, there will be grand test. And after that, the last week will be mainly focusing only on grand test. And there will be All India National Mock Test also available for everyone. So you can participate in that. So if you wish to join in this TND program, then please comment below this video. Okay, or contact in this number that is given here. Okay, so if you comment below this video, then definitely we will contact you back. Now coming to the subject-wise question distribution. Okay, so it is very similar to the last year. Like the part A contains 100 questions and the part B contains 140 questions. So total 240 questions will be there. So under the part A, the main weightage is in general medicine and general surgery. 15 questions each will be asked. And part B contains like purely dental related subjects, all 14 questions each. So part A together with part B, you can expect 240 questions that is to be answered in 180 minutes or 3 hours. Okay. Now, a demo test will be available for you to like get a feel of how to do the computer based like exam. To get a feel of that, they were ready to give a demo test also. So this demo test will be available from 9th April onwards in the official website of the national board itself. So you can try to attempt that also. Okay, to get a feel like, okay, so if you mark the correct answer, the like the option will be turning like green, or if you have left a question, that box will be turning red like that, to get a feel of that. Or if you mark for review, the box will be turning like purple or purple like that. So like that, to get a feel on the of this online exam, they are providing a demo test also, which will be available from 9th April onwards on the official website of National Board. Okay, so please attempt that also. So all the very best for your exam preparations. Good luck on your exams. Like there are people who have like worked for the entire year for this exam. So try to fill out these application forms very carefully. Okay, take your own time and do it in a very calm and relaxed manner. There's no rush, there's no hurry. The exam centers will be provided based upon the first come first serve basis, but usually the NBA itself, like they had mentioned, that usually they will be providing you the nearest center to your correspondence address. Okay, so no hurries, take your own time. All the best for your preparations. Do well. Okay, if you are having any doubt, then do comment under this video. Okay, we will definitely help you in the application process. Okay, so please comment under this video if you are having any doubt. If you like hear me like this, you may not feel any doubts, but when you actually do the application, or when you actually submit the in the process of submission of the application process, then only you will get more doubts. So if you get any doubts like that, then don't worry, please comment under this video. We will definitely help you. Okay, so all the best for your examinations. Do well. Goodbye and good night. Bye.